Hi, welcome once again. My name is Solomon. I'm the founder for LandExchange.in. Today we are going to talk about a concept which is exclusive on our platform called as buyback. What is buyback and why a buyback? To understand the entire concept of buyback, we will need to go back to the genesis of LandExchange itself. LandExchange is a platform where we provide land as a preferred savings product, where people can buy a piece of land, forget about it, look at it again after 3 to 4, 5 years, or you can buy developed plot. Now we have segregated these two into product. One is MIML, minimum investment, maximum land. What do I mean by minimum investment, maximum land? When we look at a savings grade product, people don't want to buy high ticket product. People want to just excess money, they want to park somewhere and they want to be sure about the capital. That's why they look at product like FDs. They look at product like mutual fund. Passive, secure, they can look at it. So they are looking at land from that perspective, a particular set of people who says land can be anywhere as long as we have the title, as long as we have the possession, as long as we know the demarcation, as long as there is some progressive activities happening there, they're okay with parking their money in such places. We call it minimum investment, maximum land. Now when we research, when we look at product or land where there is an upcoming potential, like we were sure about the road going from Babylon Gardens from Vela Taluka to Mahad, that is where we identified and locked this parcel called as Babylon Gardens. Now, we did not know this, but then government gave a World Heritage title to Rajgarh Fort. Rajgarh Fort and Torna Fort were already there. We knew that's a huge tourist destination. And because of all of these buzz that's happening in that place, we identified a parcel of land and we did a project there. We called it minimum investment, maximum land. But then that project itself was 72 kilometers from Pune station. People were worried. People had questions. Why would I travel 72 kilometers and this and that and so on and so forth? A lot of questions people had. But then we were quite sure. We came up with a program called as BuyBack. What we said, if you have a product, if you're buying it, and if we are able to underwrite it, what if we say, hold on to this product for 2 years. Within 2 years, if you're not confident about what's happening in the vicinity, what's happening in the periphery, you can bring back the product to us. We will buy it back. No questions asked. Because we know the pricing policy of that place. We have defined few pricing policies. Whereas today also, if you compare, the average comparison price that you see over there is roughly about 250 rupees a square feet. We are selling it at base price. We are selling it at 100 rupees a square feet. So our obligation just ends up to the 12% or a 14% or a 10% appreciation that we guarantee at the time of buyback. We don't speculate. We don't say it's going to be double, it's going to be X, Y or Z. We say if you would have kept money in your bank, how much secure it would have been? If we had kept money in a bank, what would the yield be? We look at it from a progressive mindset. We said, okay, since we know the journey, we know the peripheries that's happening, we are sure that this much appreciation to pakka hoga because of the algorithms that we run, because of the traffic footfall that we have, because of the future developments that we are going to do. We know itna to appreciation 100% hoga. And to guarantee that as an assurance, we say we are ready to buy back. Now, how can we buy back a product? Why can't somebody else do that? Because LandExchange is a listing platform, all I need to do is buy it back from you, list it back and sell it to some other person who's wanting to buy. If you have bought at 100 rupees, I don't, as a LandExchange program, we don't want any markup on your product. We list it back on our product, we have traffic, we have a bidding engine, we have customers lined up. And we tell them, look, there's a new opening and there's a product available at just 12% appreciation, which is a very good buy for them. And that's how we can maintain liquidity in the program, liquidity in the project itself. Apart from all the development and the traffic and the programs that we run, This is a sure shot program, a fixed FD product. We call it land FD, land deposit. We don't call it fixed deposit, we call it land deposit. Even if you buy the product and you with your family and friends visit the location once or twice in a month, we have run some programs, some research, some calculations in place which assures that appreciation happening on its own. We don't need to put our brains, we don't need to wreck, it is not subject to market risk. We don't need to wreck our brains on that. It's a very simple, basic footfall dynamic calculations that we have done. Now, since we are the only platform in the market who can relist and resell your product, we have a huge set of people. There are some set of people who say, look, I don't want to join in today. I want to join in when the product is completely done, when there is a few development there. When I see something over there, houses, I don't mind buying it at a little bit premium. We have a huge number of such customers. We sell back your land to them. So since we have the ecosystem for a defined entry and exit, we are able to give you a buyback that just simply assures liquidity. That assures, apart from the land, apart from the title, the demarcation, the possession, the agreements to your name, apart from all of these that we have taken care of, we are underwriting a product for you. We are giving you the assurance that if you buy this land, nothing will go wrong. If you have some doubt, or if you have some questions left, or you just need liquidity, you just need to come back to LandExchange, relist it, either we buy it back or we resell it. We are the only people who can give you buyback options. That is what buyback is all about. In the journey of the product, if you look at the journey from 0 to 3 years, that entire appreciation journey, people who joined us, people who came on board by looking at the option of buyback option, today they don't want to sell. They say, very well, it's appreciating very well, and we will not get so much land in lesser amount of money. Today we are not looking to sell. Probably 5 years down the line, when everything is done, that time they are wanting to sell. So this is the power of buyback. If you have any doubt, if you have any reservation, if you say, what if this, what if that, if you have all of these reservations, then buyback is the option for you. Buyback only from LandExchange. As we always say, land, invest, rest.